Alright guys, little update. I actually got it. Dude, this thing sounded like a small gunshot. Um, Dude, I tried everything on this. I tried hammering it. I ended up ripping off the boot because this little front wheel, this thing is from Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh, and it's for front wheel drive vehicles. And it wasn't fitting or something like that, you know what I mean? So anyways, I ripped off the boot with, my Icon, whatever. And dude, it freaking got it. It was like, wow, finally got it, dude. That's insane. I honestly can't believe I got it, dude. I recommend if you run into this, just rip off the boot. All right. Well, it's done. It's good. All right, this little freaking Pittsburgh thing from Harbor Freight worked again for my little tie rod end. All right, so using my impact, I got these two bolts out, which basically go right here and right here. This is the tie rod end, basically. So you just have to remove these two bolts. God damn. I'm putting this stuff on the boot because I'm pretty sure it's rubber. All right, I torqued it to 80 foot-pounds and I bent the little cotter pin back, tightened it to, you never loosen it to get the cotter pin through, always tighten it a little bit more. These two, this one and this one, were 116 foot-pounds. All right, so I got this little thing off of here. This guy. So basically, you just get a little chisel, hammer this little thing out on both sides because this is a washer basically, and yeah, so you hammer it out a little bit, then you can take the inner out. All right, got it. All right, this is literally what I did to get this thing loose, to get the boot off, because you have to get this loose just to get the boot off. So this is what I did. I'll reenact it for you. I stood in my car, and then I literally jumped like this. Watch this. Wow. That's what I did pretty much, and it worked. I sprayed it with penetrating oil though. All right, I put some of this O-ring lubricant on it. I washed it off a little bit, and then I put some of this stuff on it. There's this little washer. See these little two indents on the washer? Those basically go into the steering rack groove, and then right here you basically hammer it down so it locks on both sides. So that makes it so the washer locks the tie rod, inner tie rod, to the steering rack. All right. I don't know if you can see that there's a little bit of grease on it, but basically on the washer is a little thing that sticks into that hole. All right, I don't know if this tie rod tool is like necessary. But basically how you use it is you actually have to put this thing on right here first, and then basically you put this thing on and you line it up, and then you push that thing on, all the way, and then you push it in, and then you close it basically. I don't know if some vehicles actually need this thing. I thought mine did, but it doesn't. You just need a little monkey wrench to grab this and turn it to the right just a little bit to tighten it. Basically, this video that I'm watching by TRQ, they didn't even torque it. They just gave it a good little snug, and they didn't even use this big tool. They just grabbed it right here with a like a monkey wrench or whatever, or pliers, and just kind of twisted it just a little bit. Yeah. Alright, so basically I put a zip tie on that, and then right here I put the clamp back on. Now I just have to put the inner tie rod in. The outer tie rod. Well, I actually forgot to put the washer, bend the washer on the basically on the tie rod. So I have to take this off really quick I'll then do that first. Or not. Alright, bent it in with the hammer. Now I can put the boot back. Alright, anyways, I put this thing back on 13 turns, but since they were like aftermarket or something, dude, this thing was literally pointed like this or like this. I was like, yeah, there's no way, so I just eyed it. I just set this to where I thought it was level. I looked like, back to the other tire and, along this area, and I just set it, and then you gotta get in alignment anyway.